One of the major focuses of this half of chapter 6 is to solve radical equations. All right, so equations with roots in them. If I have a square root of x is equal to 4, how we get rid of a square root is by squaring. So I'm going to take both sides of the equation and square it. Square and square root will leave us with x, and 4 squared is 16. We should always check for extraneous solutions. Even though this is a relatively simple one, we're going to take this square root of 16 and plug it back in and see if our original equation would be true with that 16 in there. And the square root of 16 is 4, so yep, totally checks out. Now when we have the square root of 2x is equal to negative 4, we're going to do the same thing and square both sides. So square root squared, those guys cancel and leave us with 2x. And on the other side we'll have negative 4 squared, which is 16. Continue by dividing by 2, and x equals 8. Make sure you check your answer. If we plug in the square root of 2 times 8, does that equal negative 4? Well, 2 times 8 is 16, and the square root of 16 is 4, not negative 4. So that means no, that's not our solution, and since we don't have any other options, there's going to be no solution. With the square root of x minus 2 is equal to 5. Again, we have the square root alone, so we'll square both sides. Leaves us with x minus 2 is equal to 25. Add 2 to both sides, and x is equal to 27. Of course, check your answer. Plug it back in. 27 minus 2. Is the square root of that equal to 5? Well, 27 minus 2 is 25. And the square root of 25 is 5. Totally works out. Pay attention to where the square root ends. Our first step in solving radical equations is to get a root alone. Because this square root ends right after the x, we need to get that alone first. So we're going to have to add 2 to get square root of x is equal to 7. Once the square root is alone, now we can square. We can't square as our very first step. We have to get the square root alone first. Then we'll have x is equal to 49. Of course, check your answer. Is the square root of 49 minus 2 equal to 5? Square root of 49 is 7, and 7 minus 2 is 5. So yes, it is our answer.